Welcome back to my channel. This is Jason, also known as Omnis Prime, and today we're taking a look at FT44 Thomas. This is from Fans Toys, and this is their version of Astro Chain. Let's take a look at the box here and the lovely art that's on here. FT44 on the side. On the top we got the Shuttle Mode. On the bottom we have the Train Mode. And on the back here, if you want to pause it, you can read that if you'd like. But we do get some renders here on the back here for what to expect inside the box. We have some early shots here. There's a stand that's not included, and we have the train tracks. Now we have them out of the box. Let's go and take a look at this guy. But first, let's look at the accessories. So we have his handgun. It's like a rifle. You can fold this up here. Let's go ahead and store it in the train mode. You just use this hook, plugs in right here on the underside. You just slide that in and it's good to go. Weapon stored. And this will go ahead and go right in here in the slot. Pegs right in, wrap the fingers around, nice and sturdy. Alright, and let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is the chest plate here. If you want to get that that toy look from the first generation of Transformers, you just plug that in and there you go, looking like the toy. Look at that, it's beautiful. But you can't use it in any other mode, it's just for this mode. But these get out of the way so you can move the arms. They don't really get in the way, but you go ahead and just lift that right off to get it off of there. And we also have this train track, which is nice for a display. And you open this up here to change it into a stand here for the shuttle mode. And it just slides right in here. These posts go into the track and you just fold that over and flip this up. And these two posts here are going to go ahead and connect here on the shuttle. And voila, just like that. A display stand for your shuttle with train tracks. I mean, it's Astro Train, so that's what you get. And here's his alternate face he comes with, like he's on the toilet. To get this off, you just pull off the crown here. There's a little hole in his head. You slide the face out. That pegs in with this post right there in that slot. And let me go ahead and get the other face in here, his grimace. Just slides right in, just like that. And then you just got to plug this back into his forehead, right there. Right in that hole. And nice and easy. Now he's angry at me. Truth be told, I prefer that face, right there. And we get the manual. And art on the back, and we get this collector's card, which is not bad. It's a good stock. And let's see, take a look here, and you can pause that if you want to read all that. And I'm just laughing at this rebot mode, and we have his other modes here and his stats there. If you can read that, it's in Chinese. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at how he measures up to the tune. Pretty much nailed it on the different colors here that are used. It's a little bit darker on here than it is in the tune, but that's alright. And you got the accents here on the abdomen, and the logo, I put that there. It's not the same as what's on the tune, but I like it. And they even got the colors kind of matching here on the sides and the little details here. There's more detail actually on the sculpt here than they did in the tune, which is nice, because his feet on the tune look a little weird. But the back side is where people tend to complain about this. It's a little messy, but who's really displaying their bots backwards? Alright, so let's go ahead and look at articulation. So you can go up this far, and you can go full 360. It's not a ball joint here, so you're not going to get any tilting action out of it, but you get pretty much what you need. The shoulders here, they go up to here due to the sculpt. It doesn't go completely into that, and because of the wing here, you're not going to be able to go fully around. But you do get a bicep swivel, And there's 2 points here that give you 2 points of articulation here for the elbow, so you can get as much as you need out of that, which is really good. And in the hand, you have a ball peg here. It's a single joint here for the thumb. You get pins all the way through and individual pins here on the knuckles here, and you can do finger guns if you want. And the wrist does rotate, so you can pretty much get whatever you need there. The waist, you do get a waist swivel, but there's no ab crunch. That's all right. The hip skirts do move out of the way, so you can go ahead and get them to kick up this far like a rocket, that far back, but you can move this flap out of the way, get like an additional click. So it's not a lot of range, but it's more than enough that you'll need. And it's a little tricky because you got to work around this wing here, but for some reason you need to do this, you can, but this leg's not going to hold up on its own. The friction joint's too weak. Back here, it looks like you have a double joint, but you really don't. You get 90 degrees out of this, and again, it's fine. He's a big guy, and with the ankle tilts, you get a lot of range there. Or I'm sorry, the rocker, but not much for the tilt itself. It's not really worth mentioning, but it does support his weight, which is good, and that's what you want out of a big guy like Astrotrain here. I mean FT Thomas. And here's some size comparisons here with Reboost. That's an official one. And then we have FT, well, they're Huffer. You can see how much he towers over this guy. And then we have FT's version of Galvatron, Sovereign. And as you can see, Sovereign is still #1, standing tall above his Decepticons. And we have Hot Rod, FT's Hoodlum. And you can see what a Carbot, well, he's taller than most Carbots. Here's a Carbot, an official Bumblebee. You can see how tiny he comes up. He's knee high to this guy. Outstanding. And here we have, it's not Tesla, this is actually X-Transbot's version. Alright, so we got them in train mode, and here's the tracks that I showed earlier, so you can display them just like this, and he looks great on here. You just got to make sure the wheels are lined up properly here. The front and rear wheels will sit on the outside of the track, while the inner wheels will sit on the inside of that to keep it in place. And looking at the details of this and the coloration, it's spot on to what you're going to want, and trying to get this as tune accurate as possible. There's a lot of little details that are all over this bot in the train mode, and you have clear plastic yellow there for the light. This is really cool because these actually work. It's not just for show. As you can see, it all works together, and that's how you get that locomotion going, if you know what I mean. And towards the rear, we have more of that yellow clear plastic here for the windows, and these you can adjust as however you want. Trains don't usually have boosters in the back, but hey, it's Astrotrain, and he rolls really well. And as you can see, looking at the tune, it comes across really well, but be careful with this while transforming because it does come off. You might lose that. Now we have him in shuttle mode, and let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Oh, it's big and heavy, but you can see you can store the weapon here. I didn't show you this earlier. It pegs right in with these on the side, on either side. You only have one, so you only get one. And as you can see, it's a pretty clean mode. Again, you can adjust these however you wish, which is great for shuttle mode. It doesn't really make sense in train mode, but hey, it's Astrotrain. And you have these flaps that you can adjust. So there's a lot of posability. And this will roll down here, and you have the additional wheels here, kind of hidden in the wings. And he's very swooshable, even though he's hefty. And you can see it's a really good representation of what we had here with the show. And so by far, this is the best version of Astrotrain I've seen. And you can see how it compares here with an official vehicle. And the only thing I really have any complaints about is here, the chest panels here, the way they swivel down, you can see that there's a screw here and a rod, it's like threaded, that this will come down and like slide, and you got to be careful because they might fall out on you. But all in all, this is, like I said, the best version of Astrotrain I've seen. If you're looking to get one, I'll put it in the description below, but don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I recommend it, definitely. Get it if you can. Alright, so I'll check you out in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.